So thank you for the introduction and also the opportunity to present Ghost Urchin, my project, to you today. My fascination with the underwater world began when I became an avid recreational diver, and I was lucky enough to see the underwater world and all the marine life that happens down there, so far away from my everyday life on land. But I was shocked and saddened to learn that approximately 640,000 tons of fishing gear is either lost or abandoned in our oceans every year. So I decided to work alongside Ghost Diving and Healthy Seas, two organizations that work really hard to retrieve ghost fishing nets from the North Sea. And through my research, I learned that modern industrial fishing nets are mostly made from nylon, which I believe is an immortal material because it can take up to 600 years to degrade. And in the meantime, it can drift through our oceans, entangling and killing marine life in the process known as ghost fishing. So as a designer, I wanted to make sure there's strong purpose for the project by making the ghosts that haunt our oceans tangible, but also giving a voice to the voiceless marine life that are suffering, by informing the public of ghost fishing and also highlighting the importance for industry to think about how we use and consume materials, and also showing that there's value in these discarded materials. So after a trip to visit Ghost Diving to collect some of the donated ghost fishing gear that they were able to retrieve from the North Sea, I brought this home and I cleaned it and separated it and sorted it into different colors and textures. And in the meantime, I was inspired by all the marine life that I was able to see while I was diving, and was especially drawn to the urchin for its amazing color and textural qualities. And with those in mind, I walked my loom and started experimenting with the ghost fishing nets to try and express the different colors and qualities that I was inspired by the urchin. And whilst I was sampling on my loom, I started thinking in 3D and constructing a shape that can be formed through my weaving. And I decided to invent my own ghost urchin, woven from the ghost fishing gear, and the 10 panels that are sewn top and bottom with a sandbag interior. And here's some process photos. And I made sure that the construction allowed for the panels to be easily replaced if it's lost or damaged in use. And I imagine the ghost urchin to be flat pack sent to location and then filled with sand when it's at the beachfront on site. And here's an overview of the 5 different panel designs that I wove twice to create the 10 different 10 weaving panels that construct the ghost urchin. And I made sure that the top surface was nice and comfortable and smooth to sit on. And then also the middle sections that became the edges of the ghost urchin to have the most textural qualities. So here I present to you the ghost urchin, born from my imagination, but if it's let loose to roam our oceans, it's one of the deadliest creatures on our planet, as it consumes all marine life that comes in its path. But when it's captured and brought to land on land, it can live alongside us as a friendly companion on the beachfront. And here are some details of the ghost urchin. And also the small details like the button and the tag were also made from heat pressed fishing gear. And this is how I imagine the ghost urchin to live alongside us on the beachfront, waiting to be sat on and to admire the view together. Or on the busy beachfronts on Den Haag, where we can all experience the happy summer vibes on the beach together. But I also see this project developing further because there's a correlation between the industrial nets and the locality in which they're found, because of the difference in thickness and material and mesh spacing according to the different fishes that are wanting to be caught. And even further along the coast in Calais, I witnessed different types of fishing gear used here. So therefore, I believe there's different types of ghost fishing nets that lurk in the north, in the English Channel, different to the fishing nets that are used in the North Sea. So therefore, I'd like to continue working with Healthy Seas and Ghost Diving, who are busy retrieving ghost nets from all the oceans around the world to see what other types of ghost creatures that I can create to bring back on land to live alongside us. Thank you.
Thank you.